Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Courtney if you're new, and today we're gonna be making my baked chicken breast recipe. It is super flavorful, super juicy, and I love batch prepping these, so you can even double this recipe. And I like to slice them up, chop it up into cubes, and then have it in the fridge for recipes. I love to use it for soups. I love to use it for pasta salads. I could toss it into salad. You're just gonna have the best chicken ready to go in the fridge whenever you want it. My kids even love snacking on it cold, just as is, and so do I. You're gonna love this recipe, so let's get started. I'm using 4 chicken breasts and I put them into a container that I can mix everything into. I'm using a half teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of parsley, 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic, and then 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. So the only one that is a half teaspoon is a black pepper. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, but if you can't use like anchovies or fish or anything, you could also use something like soy sauce, just something with a little bit more flavor, or you can completely omit it. Then we're going to use the juice of 1 lemon. We're not going to mix it yet. We're going to not forget some oil. I'd like to use about an 1/8 cup, which is like 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Since we're cooking on high heat, I'd like to use avocado oil and I need to get some more. And then we're going to mix that up. I want to make sure that every single piece of this chicken breast is covered with the seasonings. And you could let this marinate for like 10 minutes on the counter, but because we have the lemon juice, I really just mix it up and then put it right onto the baking sheet. As you can see, it's getting a little bit of a white coating on it, and that is literally from the actual lemon juice kind of breaking it down a little bit. So it's not something like I would put in the fridge and marinate. Now, another tip I really like to encourage you to do, I would do this on the countertop, not on your stove, but I like to take the heel of my hand and apply a lot of pressure to the top portion of the chicken breast. As you can tell, the top portion of the chicken breast is a lot thicker than like the tail end. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of breaking and releasing all those fibers, kind of like pounding the meat without pounding it, but I'm also flattening it so it's going to cook evenly. It's going to get more moist because I'm breaking the fibers and it's going to retain a lot of moisture. Here you can see it's nice and flat compared to whereas now you can see it before, it's a little bit more bulbous. You could also pound them out, but we're not going for a pounded chicken breast. So I find that this gentle approach makes for the perfect chicken breast in the oven. Now I'm going to bake this at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 25 minutes. You may need to do it for 30 minutes. You just want to make sure they read internally 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're going to let them rest for 10 minutes. This is crucial. We don't want to lose any of those juices and make sure it retains it. And then we can slice it. As you can see, it is super juicy and they are perfect. I could use these for everything that I want to make throughout the week. And I usually save them for like 3 to 4 days, but I'll be honest, they're usually gone within 2. You could also double this recipe. My kiddos love it. I will put it in soups. I'll put it in pasta salads, and we love it even on like wraps. You can do like a Caesar salad wrap with these. Super delicious. You could even add them to your salad. I love to just chop them up like this, so this way they're ready to go in the fridge and you can enjoy them just like this because they're perfect and ready to go. I know a lot of people think that, you have to buy these convenience foods at the store. While you can do that, you can also make it at home. It's much more affordable. You control the ingredients. It tastes absolutely delicious and you really know what goes into it. The entire time I make this chicken, my kids are like, I want some. So my son, as soon as I slice it up, he will go ahead and say, Mommy, I need a slice, please. Again, you do want to wait 10 minutes, but as soon as the chicken's out of the oven, he is like, Mommy, I need some. Now at the end, you'll see there's sometimes a piece that's like smaller than most of the chicken breast and it'll brown a little bit more, and I actually will take that piece and snack on it, not gonna lie. I won't put it into the container just because it's not as uniform and not perfectly cooked just like the rest of the chicken breast, and that is totally fine. It's usually just that little tail end that will get a little bit more brown, and it doesn't happen to every chicken breast. Now I love this because I have it cut, prepped, ready for the week. I do this with my fruits and vegetables, and I love doing it with my proteins as well. I really hope you guys found this helpful. I will see you guys soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now, friends. Thanks so much for watching.